Hi everybody, it's Mr. D, and these are the teaching tips for Lesson 12, Day 4. We're wrapping it up. These lessons are available on Music in the Middle with Mr. D at Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'm going to give you a little bit of the tidbits today about what's happening in this lesson. We are drawing intervals below the note of a sixth to help the students prepare for skips and sing skips later on. The biggest struggle they're going to have is noticing things, how to deal with things above and below the staff. We've done a ledger line unit earlier in this system, but we want to keep bringing it back up so that the students who struggle with, for example, G above at the high end of the treble clef and D at the low end can see that it's just another space, and we want to help reiterate that and bring that to their attention. They miss that a lot. In the group exercise, I am emphasizing the way that eighth notes look differently so that we can prepare them for later lessons. We want them to see all the ways they look. We use the term beam a lot. We use the term flag a lot. We point, we show. We ask questions about the values of these notes so that they continue to remember, okay, this is a dotted half note and it's worth 3. We're kind of pulling it all together in number 3 there. We're using rests a lot, and in that rest I'm going to ask them to do the shushes the first run, and on the second run I'm going to ask them not to do the shushes and to feel it, and they can physically do something that's quiet to feel it, but they're not allowed to do anything tapping of the rhythms while they execute this example. The next thing we'll do is forbidden pattern, and on forbidden pattern they're going to be doing skips as we've been doing. We are going to ask a lot of questions during the game as they're playing. We're going to keep the pace fast, but we're going to ask questions like going from do to mi, what is that interval? I'll point to a child and I'll go with them, do, re, mi, and help them realize they can do that if they're struggling. So they can put together that, all they have to do is use their fingers, count the number of things they've sung, and then they've got the answer, sixth, third, etc. And then we're going to go right into follow the hand, and that helps increase the possibility that they'll be successful when they sing these skips. Going from do to mi is very challenging, and so if we go right from this game into that, they're going to follow it and be more likely to be successful. They're highly likely to be flat on mi, as they probably have been throughout this lesson, and you just have to stop them and get them there and let them know that's a difficult one. Then they somehow pop into the rest. As long as their hands are working, the rest of the skips, do, mi, sol, low sol, high do, they seem to get those pretty well. And then we'll go right into the sightseeing example. And today's sightseeing example is focused on rhythmic patterns again. We're going to use 3/4 time, and they're going to notice the patterns. And I'm also using pitch patterns in this one, and I'm just going to kind of mention, do you notice any pitch patterns, just to prepare them for the next unit. But right now I still want them focused on rhythmic patterns, and when they change and how they can set up a trap for you and how you have to look for that and prepare for that. That is what's happening. And then in the next lesson, lesson 13 is going to probably be an assessment of all of these skills, and I'm not sure yet. I'm still developing it, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. All right, well, thanks. I hope you'll check out the lessons on Music in the Middle with Mr. D at Teachers Pay Teachers. Have a great day.